Hello, everyone. Welcome to the StressOut podcast, where we will explore now the topic of time management and stress. Today, we have Dylan Adelaar and Ilaria Vichi. Again, maybe it's not correct.
Vichi.
Vichi.
Yeah.
They will present themselves in a minute. But I would like to share that we will be discussing the science behind time management and stress and practical ways to manage it. We will focus more how to deal with it when it comes to our working place. Our main goal is to discuss the link between effective time management and stress reduction, to share practical time management tips and encourage our listeners to assess their own time management practices. In the beginning, but let's first give the words to Ilaria and Dylan to present themselves and their work.
You want to start now, Ilaria?
Yeah, let's.
Okay, let's mix it up.
I'm Ilaria Vichi. I'm a project manager for ProWork, a Dutch foundation, of course, in Zeeland, in the Netherlands. Our foundation works a lot with Erasmus Plus, Interact, European funds in general. Our goal, our mission is we work with the career development of people. We try to close the distance, the gap, let's say, some people have towards the labor market and society in general. I have a background in economy, and I did some specific courses in project management.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm Dylan Adelaar. I'm also from Foundation Knowledge Center ProWork, project manager for several years now at ProWork, the same as Ilaria. I had a background as for sport marketing, which was not really for this, but at the end I had a cross media degree and then a university degree in English when I studied in the US. And what Ilaria said, we're based in the Netherlands and we focus on the gap and the distance to the labor market.
Okay, thank you. Maybe in the beginning it's important to explain what we will understand when we are talking about time management as a definition. What is our definition here in this podcast? And what will be our definition about stress in our working activities, in our working environment?
Yeah, I think, or maybe Ilaria, you want to start regarding this? Or
no, you were starting. That's okay.
Yeah, okay. I think the time management is really important on the work floor. Also, I think it's really connected with stress reduction, of course. I think time management is it's regarding today's fast-paced work environments. I think time management is really important to set yourself some goals, give yourself some free how do you say it now? Like a free mind. Use some certain tools to create yourself some time and plan things. I think that is something that is really stress reductive. Maybe Ilaria, regarding stress time management.
I mean, in general, I think what you said, you could summarize it with I guess the ability to organize your work.
It's better.
Workload,
Exactly.
and whenever you cannot organize it because the workload is too much, or because you are not prioritizing right, planning right, then that's a way to let's say an open door for work-related stress. So I would summarize maybe like that.
So what will be the most common time management challenges that people face at work?
I think the planning, that's the basic.
Yeah,
The basics are
yeah,
the most difficult, and prioritizing. You need to plan right, but and in order to do that, you need to know, or to be able to prioritize right. So to give what is most urgent, what it's urgent but can be postponed on one day. It helps you also not, if you focus on the wrong things, let's say things that could wait 1 week. um, then the urgent things will need to be done at the same time, and you will feel overwhelmed. So that's I think that's the basic for a good time management, to be
yeah.
able to do
And
the planning and prioritizing.
yeah, and I think also the lack of having the interruptions for distractions, for example, of that you focus on one thing, and then what we talked about earlier is I think the taking breaks in between. That's also I think regarding time management, taking a break once in a while is also good for your focus. And if you don't do it, you have a leading. How do you say it? You have more trouble with your fatigue or less focus. I think those are things that also need to be planned inside your time management.
Do you think you and Ilaria, Ilaria, it's very difficult for me to pronounce. Do you think you both could and you're doing in your daily?
In my
Yeah.
case, it was I'm now doing it
Mm.
as good as I can, let's say, but it took some time. At the beginning, was I also have another job, let's say, so it was challenging to plan for both, to prioritize, to yeah, it was kind of it was a lot of stress, honestly. Now, yeah, I try to. I've been working on it. I've been reading stuff on how to on documents on how to best time manage my to manage my time. I've been following some tips, and it helped me a lot. So now I'm in a good place, but I started from yeah, a more stressful way, let's say.
Mhm.
Yeah, and for myself, I think also regarding having because outside of my work, I did a full-time study as well, and I think combining with the work we do, yeah, you really need to time manage because otherwise you will drown in or work or study or on social, also in your daily life. And I think what we are using now, Ilaria, is something also for we are using some tools to help us time manage. For
Yeah.
example, we use an online tool called ClickUp. Some time ago, we used Trello, one of the more common tools that are out there that will help you prioritize and time manage your schedule in the week, daily. And I think those things also really help you focus and see on what you need to do day by day. And I think that is really useful also in your personal life. I think I use it also for other things outside of work. So it's a really good tool to help you out on that point.
Um, can you share with us more about the tool? Because
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah, of course.
we are familiar with it.
Okay, of course. Yeah, of course. So you, what we're using now, that is called ClickUp.
Mm.
It's a tool, an online tool, a free online tool, where you can create your own lists. Create how we use it is that we for the team that we are working with as project managers. Also, it's also for our boss, our employer, to see on what people are working on, so you can fill out the specific things you need to do, the deadlines you have there. You can add your documents, links, videos, photos to it, just to have it on one place. It will give you notifications through your mail, through your phone even to tell you, because everybody has their phone. So have, okay, there's a deadline coming up. You need to do this, this, and that before, for example, the end of the week. So this will give you, I think it will give you more of a clear mind of what you need to do, as instead of you need to track it all by yourself. You still do this, but it is a tool that helps you tracking it for you, and gives you on-time notifications. You can put that in yourself on what time you want to have it before. So for example, 2 or 3 days before, or even a week before, to see what is coming up, which, yeah, is, for me, if I talk for myself, is a nice way to focus on the things you need to do, because sometimes in the work field we have a lot of things in one plate, and it's good to prioritize in this way, and it is all due of time management on what to do next. And it's a really nice tool, and I think for Trello it is a bit of the same. It is a more, yeah, I don't know, Ilaria, the difference between Trello and ClickUp. It's both the same, but
Y- the way the lists are more or less the same, so you can
yeah,
create lists
yeah,
according to for specific projects or for a specific time. For example, on Trello we had a weekly list in which each of us had some tasks to do. I think on ClickUp you get better the bigger picture compared
yeah,
to Trello, and you have more features. You can also say if something is urgent, or you can make notes. So it's better for a team, let's say, but also for yourself. I use it for my daily life as well.
Mm.
Uh, and But they are both time management tools, and yeah, they could be tracked. There are more. There's Monday. There are so many you can use. You need
yeah.
to select the ones that fit best your work. But I think it helps out. Yeah.
But in the end, you are the one, if I understood correct, you're the one that
Mhm.
putting the task and prioritizing them.
Yeah, of course you need to do it. Yeah, but it helps you. Yeah, once, yeah, you need to do first the work, of course. um, but once it's there, it helps you. Yeah, I mean, when you have multiple
Yeah,
projects, you need to stay focused on each of them, to the deadlines, to, yeah, the milestone, and that helps out.
yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, the work you have to do first. That's completely true. But if you put in the dates and times for your deadlines, then the system will automatically tell you on what to do. If you say, for example, hey, I want to know it the week before, then the system will tell you what to do next, or not really
Mm.
what to do next, but you know what I mean. It's more. It gives you a more overview. It is, but you have to do the work yourself first. That is true. That is true.
Do you think nowadays there is some, I don't know, artificial intelligence or something like this to support
Yeah,
you in prioritizing the tasks, or?
Yeah, I mean, there
yeah,
could be, but no. In ClickUp, there's a part with the that says with the help of AI.
yeah,
No, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean yeah, I mean they can do it for you, of course, but yeah, how would they know what's more urgent, what's more important? But yeah,
Mm.
maybe they can figure it out. I don't know, but if you, it's something you need to think for yourself, because
yeah,
it helps you. Yeah, I don't know, but it helps to create sort of a it helps to shape your brain, let's say, if you
yeah,
start
yeah, yeah,
in terms of priority, urgency, what's more needed, then you do it, and maybe at the beginning it's harder, it gets easier each time.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
it's something you need to do for yourself, for sure.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, and I think there will be something about artificial intelligence, but it's also, yeah, for if I talk for myself, it is more also a bit of self-control, of a bit of understanding on the things that I need to do. I think if somebody else will do it for me, it is more difficult to yeah, what you're saying, Ilaria, to have it in your to have it in your system, to know exactly what to do, what to. I think if somebody else will do it for you, it will be, of course, it will be for time wise, it will take a lot of time away, because yeah, it is easier. But I think overall and in the end, I think it's better to do it yourself, as you know what you're doing at the moment. I think that is really, but that's more from my point of view.
So do you think I know the answer, but I should I should ask and you explain maybe why. But do you think that effective time management help to prevent burnout?
Yeah, you want to go, Ilaria, or should I go?
Sorry, I was coughing. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, yeah. I can honestly, I think that time management helps prevent 100%. No, I mean the sentence is true. 100%. The time management helps prevent work-related issue. It can happen anyway, maybe because of other factors. But a good planning, a good prioritize, a good setting up the goals, let's say, of your work or a specific project helps you helps you make, let's say, making it easier, let's say. It takes more time at the beginning. A good setup takes time. A good thinking of what's urgent, what's not, what's important, what's not in a project, let's say, in a project coordination. But it will allow you to have not stressless but less stressful maybe path along the way. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
same for other job. I think that's
yeah,
more or less the same. If you plan it first, it saves time in the end. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, for
and
sure.
stress.
Yeah, and what I started in the beginning, I think in the beginning, if you provide structure through your day and help you prioritize the tasks you need to do, I think it will also give you a clear feeling and reduce stress. I mean, if you know what to do and the things you need to do, I think time management is really important it is not the problem solver, but I think it's a really big part of stress relief if you time management well, I think.
So how do you think individual can balance their time between work responsibilities and personal life without feeling overwhelmed?
I think there are different ways, but my first go to, maybe because it's a touchy point for me, but you need to say you need to say no. You have your timing, your working time, and that's the end of it. You need to separate well work and
Yeah.
personal life. You need to say no when I mean, even when that thing impacts your well-being, or if that's too much for you at that moment. Of course, it happens to not do favors but to do a bit more work for a specific time for some specific task. But it must not be the norm, and so you should think of saying no if that's repeating, let's say.
Yeah.
uh, so that's the first thing that comes to my mind, let's say.
Yeah, for me as well, because and I think that is because of the organization or the foundation that we work in. I think if we look at ourselves, as we are not a very big organization, so we know each other very well. It is a small group of people. So the saying no part is, I think, is the difficult point in this, because you know each other so well, and you see each other so much. I think if some then the line between the work and the friendship is a bit more difficult, and then saying no is then a hard point. And I think that what I agree with Ilaria, that is something that came up in my mind as well, is that that is you need to really have a division in this between work and social. But for me, if I see in our organization, because it's so small scale, I think it's different for bigger organizations, I think, but for us, it's a bit harder, I think. I think that is the main point for us, is to really divide work and your social life.
Do you think that due to COVID times or after COVID, um, people maybe started working more or less? Because most of the people start working from home or more time, like 3 days at home, 2 days in the office. So I could say from my side, because when we were due to COVID, we were only working at home for I don't know, 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah.
And for me, it was very difficult, like to start work at 9 and let's say stop work
Yeah.
at 5:30 or at 6, because also my kids were here, my husband was here, and I felt that I'm working all the time, like 24, 7 days per week.
Yeah.
So do you think, and how is it now? And how was for you?
Yeah, from my side, I think because for us, for Ilaria and me, of course, it's a bit different as we are both in different countries. But if I see it here, I think it was similar. You work 5 days a week, and then at the time I did a study. I was studying as well, so outside of work, you had your study as well, all from one place. And at that time. Yeah, the house that I was living in wasn't that big. So the thing was that you were also in one spot, one place every time, every day. And I think it will. It is then hard to work, of course. You feel like what you're saying. You feel like you're working 20 days a week, even though there are only 7. But you feel so much. Yeah, that you're not doing anything else. And I think for at that time during COVID, I think that we had the same problem here as well, and that people, if I talk about not me, but if I know friends from mine, they had all the same thing, and they get some friends of mine, they really got also burned out and stressed out because of their work, the pressure of their work, because the work goes on, but the thing is that you don't have something to how do you say it, to release your to do something else, for example, to sport, to exercise, or to relieve your mind. And I think, and also for me, that was also, if I talk for myself, that was really, I'm really into sports. And at that time, I didn't have, I had my to do some things in home, but I play football. And at the time that it was closed, everything was closed. So I didn't have any exhaust to relieve my work stress, if you know what I mean. So that was really hard also on the mental side. I think and if I look at it now, because of course it is more open and more, it is, the work is easier to say, because it's, you don't have that stress, that pressure, that you still have it, but you have like other things to relieve that stress. But COVID was, I think the period was hard, as you have, working from home is not, it is, sometimes it's good, like for example, if you have like a talk like this, or you have a meeting online, of course, then online where remotely work is okay. But the social part, I think it's really really important, also for your work. And I think that during COVID you really missed that.
And do you think that now is that people started like living like before maybe, or we are continuing working more or without having any activities outside work, or it's on the other hand, because we stay a lot at home now?
I don't know, Ilaria, I don't know the situation in Italy for you regarding this, because I don't know how it is in Italy regarding that topic, but
Yeah, do you want me to say something?
yeah,
No,
because I was talking now, so maybe.
no, there's a lot of in Italy. There have been a lot of early resignation. Let's say,
Yeah.
I don't think that people work less, but uh, especially the earlier generation, my generation as well. I think the sorry, millennial Gen Z. I think they are valuing their free time a bit more after COVID, and they don't want um, to spend time. They want to spend time working, but in a valuable environment, and I think that's a good thing. They value their work more. so that's that may be good reflection for the future. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Yeah, that's the situation more or less in Italy.
Mm.
Yeah, but
I think I think it's for us it's really is the same. People during COVID, because a lot of friends of mine they were working in the area where that we are living is more of the is like a more holiday part. So we have a lot of restaurants, a lot of hotels, a lot of things around here in the area. And I think the people that were working there, yeah, during COVID there was nothing at the time to do, or they couldn't work from home as they were looking for other things. And I think yeah, people don't work less, but they or looking at somewhere else, or they value their time, what you said, Ilaria, more. So they want to don't want to work a lot and more enjoying life. I think but that's more from the younger generation that I see it from here.
Nice. Would you like to share some, if you have one, some inspirational thoughts as in the end of our podcast, connected with time management or with stress or just with something
Yeah,
that drives you, let's say, motivates you to work, to enjoying the life, to continue and
now, what I can add here that I'm thinking about now, yeah, that is we're doing one Erasmus Plus project that is regarding early resignation from work. This project is called Rework. That is a project that I'm managing, and it's all regarding this topic, early resignation and things to tackle this. It is based, of course, during the COVID times, based on COVID. At the moment, we are really in the early stages of this project, so we're really into the developing part of the project. But the idea is to create modules, create yeah, learning through learning experience, how to go against early resignation. So that is a really nice project that we are doing now regarding this matter. I don't know, Ilaria, if you want to add something to this as well.
um yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't go maybe really against. I mean, it helps understand why
Mm-hmm.
resignation is
Yeah.
happening, in order to see what's missing and to help prevent this situation, let's say. um, and regarding the what you asked before, maybe the inspirational thoughts. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's maybe the inspirational part is lacking, but maybe it's more practical. I would suggest to try out some tools, some tools that are there for time management,
Yeah.
and to find your own. There are some techniques that can help you out. Yeah, there's the some for what Dylan says, some tools like a ClickUp. There's, yeah, I'm thinking of the time blocking, the as in our matrix, the smart matrix, or
Mm-hmm.
or even the is it still called Pomodoro technique, the one where you work 25 minutes, you
Yeah,
pause
you have
5,
rest. Yeah,
you,
you rest some. Yeah.
and see what's best for you. And that's more practical. And on the on the other side, maybe think of it, think of time management as, yeah, it takes time for time to manage the time, but eventually it cuts out a lot of the stress, so it's all worth it at the end.
Yeah.
So it's more work at the beginning, but it helps out in the end. That's what I would summarize it with.
Thank you very much once again, Dylan. For sure, we could exchange uh, some thoughts and also the materials that you will produce under your work project, because
Yes.
we are now also for the StressOut project, we are creating self-assessment tool for employee
Okay.
and for employers to
That's
recognize the symptoms of stress so that we could exchange our materials.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. Yeah.
And use it in our daily activities.
Yeah. Perfect. No, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I really appreciate your time. Appreciate for sharing your insights on managing time management and stress. To our listeners, remember to stay tuned for our next episode. Head over to www.stressout-project.eu to learn more about our initiatives. Make sure to download the StressOut mobile app to learn how to manage work-related stress and burnout effectively. And also follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, StressOut-project. Thank you and stay tuned.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you.